Whoa, 90s superstar Brendan Fraser is getting another crack at life. This is like Keanu Reeves, the Brendan Sons. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. First, we're going to talk about Black Manta. Then we're going to talk about the Spectre. And finally, Batgirl. Alright, let's talk about Black Manta. Now, if you remember a few years back, after the success of Aquaman, Warner Bros. And DC announced that James Wan was working on a Aquaman spin-off movie called The Trench, exploring the trench and even involving those monsters, which would have been a cool survival horror type movie, and if it's made by James Wan, I'm definitely gonna dig it. And because it's a spin-off movie, I thought maybe it would be perfect on HBO Max. Well, then something happened earlier this year, and it was canceled. No more Trench movie. James Wan was just gonna do Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Well, someone found this comment on Instagram talking about that Trench movie. I'll let you in on a secret. The canceled Trench spin-off movie was really going to be a secret Black Manta movie. The Trench movie was going to be a Black Manta movie? What happened? First of all, why this secrecy? Why it just came out and said Black Manta movie? Because I know when the Trench movie was announced, not many people were excited. Even I was like, yeah, I guess it sounds kind of cool. But imagine if they said it was going to be a Black Manta movie from the start. I think a lot of people would have been really excited about it. Maybe he was just playing with the idea and wasn't really sure if that's how they were going to go. But then again, I'm like, if it's a Black Manta movie, that would have been a sick survival horror. Now, this is just speculation, but imagine if it was like a survival horror movie and the primary character, in this case Black Manta, was the badass in that movie. While everybody's like dying and he saves the day. Something like that. One of those type of movies. That would have been really cool. And would show the horrors of the ocean at the same time growing Black Manta's character. So I don't know why they canceled it entirely, but it does seem like Yahya Abdul-Mateen's character will be explored further in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. This is what Yahya said. I think the script is better than it was in the first one. Abdul-Mateen himself explained, it gives the actors a lot of good storytelling moments. In Aquaman, we just got a small introduction to Black Manta and to some of his motivations. In this one, I get to exercise and breathe a little bit more. I'm showing some different colors with this one. So it could possibly be that the story that we're going to work around in the Trench movie, aka the Black Manta movie, is going to be mixed into the story of Aquaman the Lost Kingdom. But if they really had a whole movie involving the Trench and Black Manta and a survival horror action adventure, I'm going to be pretty sad about that. But if they're utilizing the same elements that they were going to put in that movie, and now it's in Aquaman the Lost Kingdom, I guess that's fine. Alright, let's talk about the Spectre. Now, the Spectre is the divine spirit of vengeance, a powerful agent of the presence, bound to a human host to curb his power and offer guidance. His hosts over the years have been James Corrigan, Hal Jordan, and Crispus Allen. Well, according to the Illuminati exclusive, Black Adam producer talks the chances of a Spectre film adaptation and shares why he's such a fascinating character. I'm always intrigued by characters like the Spectre that is so unbelievably powered, and kind of the second half of them is rooted in this gritty, grounded space. So look, all I can say is I can't tell you the chances, but I can tell you that at $7 we do not stop. Like Hawkman and Black Adam, we do not stop fighting for opportunities to tell these stories. And look, it comes from two sides. We want to tell the stories, but secondly, we just want to see that the stories are told as best as they can be. There's a lot of characters out there that we love, that we are continuing to campaign for, to be able to tell their stories and get them into the universe we're crafting here with Black Adam and the JSA and so forth. But I don't know, my friend. I think a lot of it will also be dictated by how Black Adam comes out. The fans love it. The fans love Super Pets, which I'm confident in both these projects. But as storytellers, we're always going to try to and get our hands on some of those beloved characters and bring them to life, because it's the best kind of storytelling there is, right? This is what it's all about, my friend. I almost forgot about Super Pets. Yeah, that's another, movie coming out. Not that I care for it. But the idea of having Spectre in a movie is exciting. Now, I know Crispus Allen was actually in Zack Snyder's Justice League, but, I kind of doubt they're probably going to continue off of that. But Hiram Garcia's interesting comment about DC and able to grow the stories and depending on how Black Adam does, I really think the hierarchy of DC means that if Black Adam's successful, I think they're planning to make more movies with DC characters, anyone they want. It's like $7 is trying to take over DC. They're campaigning for their stories to be told. Is there like a hierarchy, power struggle within Warner Brothers and DC? It's a very intriguing comment comments from Hiram Garcia. I don't know. I mean, if this is the chance for Henry Cavill to come back as Superman, I'm hoping $7 Black Adam turns out really well. Alright, let's talk about Batgirl. Now, it's looking like Batgirl is definitely going to be in the Batflick universe. And we've got J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon, which is, the Commissioner Gordon for the Batflick universe. But not much else from any other characters like, I don't know, the villain. Now, a few months ago, the Illuminati had exclusive that Batgirl's villain will be Firefly. Well, now it has been confirmed today, Firefly is indeed going to be a villain in the movie. But not only that, Deadline's exclusive says that Brendan Fraser is set to join Leslie Grace in Warner Brothers and DC Films' Batgirl. Though not confirmed, sources believe Fraser would play the supervillain Firefly in the pick. Oh, Brendan Fraser! Man, I am so happy for the guy. It's like he kind of fell out of the business and he's finally coming back. He's in Doom Patrol, he's going to be in a Martin Scorsese movie, and now he's going to be a villain in Batgirl. It is like the Brendan song. Now, Boris Kidd from The Hollywood Reporter added this. True news, Brendan Fraser has been cast as a villain in Batgirl. Some reports say he will play DC villain Firefly, although I've been told the character is gangster Carmen Falcone. Now, before I elaborate on that, I'm just going to add that he retracted that statement. Well, I stand corrected. Warner Brothers insiders say Fraser is definitely playing Firefly, which is Batgirl's villain, along with maybe Killer Moth. Could be another villain appearing in the movie. But now that it's confirmed that Firefly is indeed the villain of the movie is interesting. Also, the fact that this Firefly is an older Firefly. Now, it hasn't been confirmed that it's Garfield Lynn's version of Firefly or not, but having an older Firefly kind of matches up with the Batman v Superman prequel comic. Yeah, in the Batman v Superman prequel comic, Ben Affleck's Batman goes up against Firefly, a seasoned Firefly. Because remember, this is 20 years in Gotham we're talking about here. Now that could just be a cool coincidence or what? Maybe the directors are utilizing BvS as part of its continuity. Ben Affleck is this older seasoned Batman, J.K. Simmons is an older seasoned Commissioner Gordon, and judging from Brendan Fraser being cast as Firefly, we've got an older seasoned Garfield Lynn. So that's kind of cool that they're not going to, erase that it's 20 years in Gotham, and we got older seasoned villains. There may be hope for that Batflick movie after all. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. But Boris Kidd from The Hollywood Reporter added a little bit extra. Sylvester Stallone first had the offer for the part, but things just didn't work out. Another key role in Batgirl, the son of the gangster villain who becomes romantically linked to, well, you can take it from there. Now, I know Sylvester Stallone was the voice of King Shark, and, he would have been a cool Firefly, I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes I can't see him anything else but, just Sylvester Stallone being Sylvester Stallone. That's okay, I think Brendan Fraser getting the chance is awesome. But what about that other villain? Now I'm wondering if Jacob Scapillo is that son of gangster villain. Now I thought he was going to be like James Gordon Jr., but maybe he's actually like Alberto Falcone. An interesting twist, he's romantically linked to Batgirl? It is interesting indeed. But I guess we'll find out more as they get closer and closer to filming this thing, possibly next month.